This one is to all the teenage girls out there. I have been creating content for young adults for a few months now, and I've had so many teenage girls comment on my videos over here or over on TikTok, or they'll DM me, and some of the things I've had to hear have just been so heartbreaking, and it just made me think about the kind of stuff that you girls are going through these days. And I know it cannot be easy, and it just breaks my heart. So in this video, I just want to share a few things with you all, and I don't know, I hope this can shed some light on your struggles and letting you know that you're not alone. And I hope this can offer some motivation during some hard times that you might be going through. If the stuff I'm saying right now doesn't relate to you, maybe go ahead and save the video, and it can be something you come back and watch when things aren't going as well. And if things aren't going too well right now in this moment as you're watching this video, I hope this can offer some hope and a light at the end of the tunnel. So with that being said, I just want to start off by saying these past couple of years have been so hard on you and the things you're having to go through, and I want you to know that you're not crazy for feeling all these crazy emotions. You have had to go through your teenage years in a world pandemic where your world was literally turned upside down within a day. And that's hard. Some of you have had to miss proms, some of you have had to miss junior high dances, some of you have had to miss on your sports or your activities. You've had to miss out on going to school with your friends and having to all of a sudden adjust to online school. Like, your world was literally changed on you within days, and that is so much to go through as a teenager. I think a lot of times teens kind of get overlooked in these situations because your parents assume you're old enough to handle your emotions, and they're so worried about some of the bigger picture, like how they're going to provide for you and whatnot, or they're worried about the younger siblings in the house, and you just kind of fly under the radar and they forget to check up on you. And that's so sad because this is just as hard on you as it is on everybody else. So I want you to know that your emotions and feelings are so valid, not only because you've had to spend your teenage years through a pandemic, but also because being a teen is just so hard. You are starting to go through some physical changes, emotional changes, and you're getting to the point where you're not a kid anymore, but you're not like an adult either, and it's just a weird, odd stage of life, and that in itself can bring along a lot of struggles. And then on top of that, we're adding a freaking pandemic to your life. Like, that's a lot. So I just want to start off this video by just saying, like, let yourself feel those emotions. Another thing I want to mention is I want you to stop comparing yourself to other people. I know social media doesn't make it easy. I think about if I had to grow up with something like TikTok, like how hard that would have been. I'm only 21 and I grew up with social media, but social media now is not what it was then. Back then, we were just doing like silly little challenges on Instagram. Like, it was not this highlight reel where every 13-year-old actually looks like an 18-year-old with full face of makeup. Like, girls nowadays are growing up so much faster, which forces you to feel like you have to also grow up a lot faster. And it's so hard not to compare yourself to things you see on social media. I think about TikTok. Like, I see so many really like put together girls on TikTok, and they're only like 15. And then I think about like, wow, like I'm 21 and this is kind of affecting me, so I can't imagine how their own peers feel. And that's just a lot. That is a lot to go through. So I don't want you to spend your time comparing yourself to the things you see on social media, because one, it's so fake. You are not really looking at a real person. By the time somebody posts pictures of themselves, they've added makeup to their face, they then have gone and altered their face through an app, and then they've gone and used a filter on the TikTok app, so you're not even seeing like the actual person. So it's not fair for you to go there and compare yourself to filters and photoshopped pictures. Like that isn't okay. Now I want to spend some time talking about boys, because I know as we enter our teenage years, we start noticing boys start noticing us, and yeah, all that starts happening. And I want to first of all say, like, this isn't a diss at boys, but guys can be pretty immature at this age, and kind of mean, and they're also very lost, because they're also becoming teenage boys that are also kind of going through changes. And so I don't want you to put your worth and your value on what kind of guy you're able to date, and what guy is texting you, and what guy is liking your Instagram pictures. Like, it's not fair. It's not fair for you to put your worth on someone else's thoughts. I want you to be confident enough when you post a picture. You're not doing it because you want an approval from a guy or from anybody, but because you took the picture and you like it and you want to post it. And as to like dating, I don't necessarily think like dating is a bad thing. I dated throughout high school and I think 8th grade, and I learned a lot from it. But I look back now and I think, you know, I probably could have done other things with my time, and I probably could have avoided some of the heartbreaks that I went through. So if I could go back, I probably wouldn't change it, but I wish I had examples around me that showed me that like you don't have to date somebody to feel beautiful enough. You don't have to be in a relationship just because everybody's doing it. So I want you to hear it from me that, you know, being in a relationship isn't going to fix all your problems. It isn't going to all of a sudden make you feel all confident, and it's not going to always be sunshine and rainbows, because when you add on another person into your life, you now then have to worry about like their feelings and their emotions, and they might also be projecting a lot of their pains onto you, and now you're having to deal with all those crazy emotions, and a lot of bickering can happen, and just drama and all of that. So if you are a teen and you're considering dating, just kind of keep that in the back of your mind. Like, it's not gonna always be super easy, and it might be beneficial to you if you end up just waiting until you get older and more mature, and guys get older and more mature. I want you to know that all the things that you're going through right now, it gets easier. I know that's so much easier said than done, because I remember like going through my first breakup my junior year, and I was like so sure that like there is no way this gets easier. And then now I'm 21 and a healthy relationship with the guy of my dreams, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is like better than I ever imagined. Like, I'm glad that relationship ended, and I can't believe I thought that was like the end of my life. Like, wow, like it definitely got better. And then I think about just some of the drama that I had to deal with throughout school, and thinking like, wow, like everybody hates me, and this just like my life is just terrible and it sucks. And then now I'm like, I don't even talk to those people anymore. Like, I cannot believe I let that affect me so much. And I'm not saying you are being dramatic or you're at fault for letting that affect you, because the truth is, like, you're living in that moment right now, so obviously it's going to be hard for you to look forward and see how like it will end up not being a big deal at all, because you're in the moment right now. But as someone who has gone through those moments and now has time to reflect on them, I want to say, like, for real, it gets better, it gets easier, and it really isn't like the end of the world. That breakup isn't going to break you forever. That friend group that's rude to you, you probably won't talk to them ever again after middle school or high school or whatever. So it gets easier. There's definitely a light at the end of the tunnel. So I just want you to keep going, keep pushing, keep being you, and you got this. And I want you to know that, like, I'm proud of you and I believe in you. And if you don't feel like there are enough people on your side encouraging you and loving on you, I want to be that person to you. I kind of want to be like your big sister, your mentor, whatever. I just want to be that person to you. So yeah, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this, and join our little community so you can feel a little less alone in this crazy world. I also post a lot of stuff like this over on TikTok if you want to follow me over there, and on Instagram. But that is all I got for you. I hope you enjoyed that video. Check out other videos I've done on tips for teens. I have like a whole playlist that I can link down below. But that is all I got, and until next time, bye.